So today we're on high alert as we're walking over to the area. That's our area, the river. So always on high alert when there's a deer, fresh deer, just killed by the coyotes, right on our territory. That means they're going to be around a lot more every time we come out for the next week or two, until it's pretty much scavenged. But they're always around, like I said before, right out there usually. How do I know? Because they always let me know. So today no one's sniffing around like they were sniffing around yesterday. Yesterday they were letting me know they were close, especially Topper. But today, no, not so much. But we're gonna go investigate the deer again, see if they removed any more of it. I'm wanting them to eat the thing really fast and just get rid of it and get it out of there, get it out of the area. I contemplated dragging it, even with the scooter, further down the river and just get it out of that area. Put it further in the bushes so they have more privacy to go do their thing. But for now, I'm not gonna care. Time to go visit it. As you can see, it's dusk. We got like half-hour daylight, then we're gonna do like 2.5 hours of darkness with our guard up. Get the little guy out here. He's 15 pounds. You think I'm gonna let anything happen to him? Something happens to him, I'll never be able to live with myself. So I am his giant bodyguard. I am literally 10 times his size. He's about 15 pounds. I'm like 160, a little more than 10 times. But must be nice having a giant on your side, 10 times your size, willing to fight to the death for you. Nice. It's a nice feeling. Gives you security. You know, you'd be pretty secure if you had a giant on your side that was 60 feet tall. Imagine walking through here with a giant 60 feet tall, ready to just defend you. My good God, that'd be awesome. All right, over the deer. All right, what's happening before I even do anything? Everybody's sniffing specific spots very, very intensely. And that's usually what happens after the coyotes come and eat the deer. See them all sniffing everywhere very, very intently, like doctors or like detectives. They're getting all the info they need and they're figuring out who is here and when, just like wolves. They're sniffing the who, the when, how many, who was eating what, where they were eating it. As you can see, it's a lot more open. Let's go over here and find out what we're dealing with, shall we? What I tell you. It only took, how long did that take? Like a day, not even, a couple days. And it doesn't smell. It does not smell at all. And yeah, she can nibble on that all she wants. It's nice raw bone. All the good meat still left. But yeah, they took care of this pretty quickly. Man, I wish I brought a trail cam. Would have been nice to get this on film, but whatever. There's the next best thing. They dragged it. It was over here. Look at Mac. They dragged it out from over here. In there ripping it apart. They were like ripping it apart. As you can see, the fur. Topper's sniffing like crazy. Cindy's already just getting on the snacking because she's part coyote, like I said. Topper's getting maybe, I don't even know. He's not really eating, he's just really sniffing. Mac's all over it. And this is good because now that I don't have to worry about the coyotes coming back, I don't have to worry about this thing rotting. This is nature, everybody. This is nature, and since the wolves were all killed in this area, Boston, Massachusetts, like a long time ago in the 1800s, there have been no coyotes for a long time, and the coyotes have moved in the last, I don't know, 50 years or so. Maybe they were here the whole time, but I don't know. I don't think so. Either way, the coyotes are now doing what the wolves used to do. The dogs, to me, they are wolves, so they're not trained to kill. But as you can see, it's just a very natural situation right here. This is how the wild canines feed themselves. Cindy's loving it. Cindy just loves to just rip pieces of meat off and get all that good flesh. Cindy would love to live with the coyotes. She would love to live with the coyotes. Look at you. So that cut of meat right there is really, really good. I forget what it's called, like the, there's a special word for it. The piece of meat, the strip of meat that's against the spine. and she's like grinding more of it off. But the coyotes pretty much stuffed themselves. It could have been a pack of coyotes, but it might have been just 3. Don't really know. Dogs and wolves and canines can hold a lot of pounds of meat in one meal. I forget exactly what the number it is, but like a dog can hold like 5 pounds of meat in a meal, or a wolf 5-10 pounds of meat they can eat in one sitting. It's crazy. I never feed my dogs that much, but I don't think it was a huge pack of coyotes. I think it was probably just whatever, your normal clan, maybe a small family. But it's nothing new. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Just happy to document this time and get some close-up footage of my little wild coyote here finishing their job. Look at her using her front teeth. She loves it. People, if you want to keep your dog busy, buy them a spine. Buy them a raw spine with some meat left on it and just throw it at them. It's kind of like they're a lion. They'll be busy all day long just nibbling on this thing. It's not that much meat left, so it's good. It'll just keep her busy. Keeps her teeth clean, sharp. Topper's over there sniffing. Topper's just getting like probably tiny pieces of scrap. Nothing crazy though, because there's not much left. The flies can't even lay eggs in this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got an arm right here. I'm gonna put my scent on it. Look at her, see? Look at that. Oh my God. See, Cindy's already tugging with me because this is what dogs do with each other, just like coyotes, they tug. Now that I picked it up, she's like, oh yeah, I can chew some meat off. Crazy though. Coyotes will come back and scavenge the rest of this. They'll eat the bone, they'll eat whatever they can. But as you can see, the coyotes usually eat as much as they can. They're not that big, so they can't really crack through tons of bone. And my dogs usually come through and finish the job, which is funny. The dogs always come through and just kind of eat tons of bone. So, all right, what do you think of this? Nibbling. It's a little actually kind of smells like red meat a little bit. Tiny bit stinky, but not that bad. See, what's left is the legs and an arm. And somebody carried off another arm. It's so funny. Yep, they ate all the thick meat, all the important parts. They ate the thighs, you know, the butt, the rump, the ribs, the rib roast, all the organs, the shoulders, the chest. Everywhere there was muscle, they ate all that just like it was steak. And now we get to deal with it. This is what Topper tugged his whole life for. Just to show you guys though that, yep, my dogs are ready to compete. It's so funny. Alright, we're not going to let them eat too much. We're going to be leaving soon, so just to show you exactly what's happening over here. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, if I wanted to, if I was starving and desperate, I would take all this, smash it all up with some rocks, grab some water, filter it from the river, and then make some bone broth soup or some bone meat soup. It'd be very nutritious. And it'd probably keep me going for a couple days if I had to. So you can still always use parts of these carcasses for survival, which is nice. All right, well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, because we'll be back to check in. We're also going to be studying tonight and see who's coming around to scavenge us, because they'll probably come back to scavenge us. Or they'll try to bring down another deer. But now this is pretty much gone. We're very happy. No more worrying about hippopotamus. So this is exactly where it was. You can see it's just fur, so they started pulling off all the fur right away. They don't want to eat fur, they want meat and skin, fat, ligaments, bone, organs, all that good stuff. Yeah, just a bunch of fur now. Isn't that funny? Usually that's all we see. You don't even see the limbs. But we got lucky today. They didn't carry them all off, which is good. But yeah, everything's pretty much gone. All right, time to go, kids. Don't worry, it's not a human body, that's a deer body. Look at Cindy. Cindy's just such a little wild coyote. She just loves to scavenge. She knew the coyotes were gonna come and do this. She was just waiting. She could have torn to it the other day and ripped open its stomach to eat the organ meat, but she doesn't really care. She gets a really nice diet at home anyways. There's lots of real meat and bone anyways. But this can't hurt. The inside of a freshly eaten carcass. This is about as fresh as it's gonna get. It's deep on the inside. So it's kind of cool. Cindy eating coyote food. Once again, the spine and the ribs. This is the nature of the pack when we come out here. I mean, this is our area. Like I said, so the deed has been done. She's psyched. She's happy. Coyotes will come back and probably finish the rest of this off and carry away the limbs. But it's very interesting to see how they eat. They eat all the organs and all the muscles. They leave the limbs. Somebody carried off an arm. And then there's 2 legs and an arm left with the spine and some ribs. And that'll all slowly disappear too. The deer always slowly disappear into absolutely nothing but fur. Sometimes we find the bones around and maybe you'll smash them up into tiny pieces, but otherwise, this is the nature of the pack. All right, see you guys in the next video.